Welcome back, AutoCAD programming aficionados. I wanted to show you some significant progress that I've had with my voice draft assistant program. As you can see, it's running here. It's doing some transcription of some non-AutoCAD commands. One of the things that I've done is that I've improved its responsiveness, and the way I did that is that I changed out the uh, LLM, which does the transcription. I tried several different approaches, and they boiled down to different LLMs. As you can see, I'm here. I got a I got a class called Processor 3, and this processor basically records the um, wave files, which are possible commands, and then um, it transcribes them. And it's broken down. There's a loop which is running all the time. I call it command recording and transcription loop. And what it does is it first tries to catch a verbal command here, and it's being run in a separate task, a separate process. And this is how you run a separate process, one of the ways that you can run a separate process in C#. And so it runs this function here called catch verbal command. And what it does is it uses an object from the N-audio package called wave in event. And a wave in event is basically like a quarter-second recording. And in this code, it's tested to see if there is silence or sound according to a threshold. And if the threshold is below something, it doesn't get triggered. But once it goes above a certain threshold, it gets triggered and it records until there is 3/10 of a second of silence, which is just audio below the particular threshold. The threshold is chosen with this slider here, and depending on how noisy your background ambient noise is will determine where you put the threshold. And I have this little mini console here which will tell you various important things, including what the ambient volume is here on this side. You'll see that if I go silent, that there will be no transcription, and the ambient volume will go quite low to whereas there will be no transcription. I'll shut up now for a second. So the ambient volume tops out around negative 36. So I'll bring this up here a little bit more. I'll go to negative 28, and you'll see that there will be no transcription when I shut up. Here we go. But when I talk, the threshold goes above the threshold. So there is there's transcription going on. Okay, so that's one big improvement. And the other big improvement I have, oh, well, I mean, what I did is I finally actually went to a better AI LLM, because the first version, it didn't use my graphics processor unit. The first two didn't actually. And I finally found a version that does use my graphics processor unit, which makes it more, uh, it reacts quicker. It takes less time to transcribe a command. And that was done with a product that was made for Python, actually. There's a version of Whisper which was made for Python. And here I have it running in PyCharm, which is a integrated development environment for Python. You can run the same program just using the Python command and have it being executed in a regular command dialog, like this type of thing. Then I can say Python, and then I can give the file name of the program. But here's a program, and all it does is it runs this Whisper extension for Python, and it turns it into a website run on this computer, basically, with Flask. And so my program sends post messages through HTTP to this server in the background. Here you can see it running, and all it's doing is it's taking an audio file that's sent to it through HTTP, and it runs the transcribe command on it, and then it sends it back. And so that's the first good use I've gotten using Python with AutoCAD. There is an extension for Python in AutoCAD, but it's not ready for prime time. It does not work very well at all. But in any case, it does work well for this. So that was one big improvement, because the program is more responsive, which you're about to see. And the other improvement is that I've made a command editor. Like, for example, let's say right now I want to draw a line. So I'll say line. Line. Okay, so now I got my line command. Now let's say I want to go to the intersection of this point here. Sure enough, I got intersection in my list of commands. But now let's say I want to go to the center point of this circle. I'll say center. But it doesn't recognize center as a command. So I'll say it again. Center. Center. This is my new Command Editor dialog. When it hears something that it does not recognize as a command, which is this list here, it'll put the command right here, and you'll be able to add it very easily with this dialog box. So center has already been added now. Oh no, I got to click add command, and now you see center just appeared there. So I'll get out of this dialog, and now watch what happens. Center. And now it's working. I've even put in other important AutoCAD keywords like enter. Now I'm out of the line command. Now suppose I want to move. Now I can move this. Let's say I want to copy that. I'll say copy, previous, enter. See how nicely that works now? And it's much more responsive too. So now I got something which can, it really improves your productivity, I feel. And it's much less stressful on your hands because you're not having to transition from keyboard to mouse all the time. It's really a great improvement. I really enjoy using this. And so if anybody wants a copy of this, leave a message and I'll give you a copy of this program. I'll even help you install it on your computer, really. I'll show you how to use the Python thing to get the LLM running in the background. And I mean, now AutoCAD's it's always been a pleasure to use AutoCAD, but now because you don't have to transition from mouse to keyboard all the time, and it actually goes faster than even a person who can type fast. Enter. Extrude. Enter. Enter. Erase. Erase. How'd that get there? Erase. Okay, I got my erase command now. Previous. Oh, there is no previous. Last. There. It's erased. Ha ha. Undo. I wonder why this is moving right there. Erase. All. 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 See that O? We can do something with that. Watch, I'll say it again. All. I'm going to add that command. I'll leave O as the alias, and I'll put down all as the AutoCAD command. I'll add that command. I'll get out of there. Come back here. I'll say all. That time it got it. Oh no, it didn't because it wasn't recognized as a command. I'll say it again. All. All. It's not recognizing it. I gotta. Or did it? Yeah, it did. It did recognize it. I'll say enter. Now I'm going to put in the oops command. Oops. 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 And it worked. Suppose I'm drawing some lines. Line. Now I want to go to midpoint. Didn't recognize it, but now it's gonna. Midpoint. Now it recognizes it in midpoint. So this new want to put in a new command, I could put in there if I want. But so this command editor allows you to make up for when the LLM doesn't hear you exactly correctly, like look, I got ARC here, ARK, it'll send the ARC command. So this makes it more accurate in effect, and it allows flexibility. You can erase by uh, clicking that. Like I'll make this command new here. Say I don't want this, I can highlight it like that and then click delete, and it's gone. So that's a pretty good idea of the status of my voice draft assist program. If anybody wants a copy of it, send me a message and I'll send you a copy of it. All right. I'm not posting the code as of yet because I want to see if people would actually like to use my program. So when I just post the GitHub repository, I don't know how many people are using it or if people like the program. So anyhow, also if you like the program, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you would. That'd be very nice. And leave me some comments. Also, if anybody has an idea of a program that they would like to see me create for them, I'm up for that kind of thing. Um, the reason I haven't posted a video in a while is because I just wasn't inspired. I couldn't think of a good thing to do. And when I realized I could do this, I did it immediately. So if it's a program you need for work, I'll consider doing it for free just because if I think it's a good idea and people be interested in it. So I think that's going to be it for now. Please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. And I hope to catch you again on the next one. I might do a little bit more in this program, so there might be a third uh, installment of my development of my voice draft assist program. And tell me if you like it. Tell me if you want a copy of it. It'd be great to help you all be more efficient in AutoCAD. All right, I think that's going to wrap it up for me. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care.